live. Hello? Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea why I did that voice. Right, I'll do a proper intro in a sec. I just want to make sure that we are all nice and running live as well. That's showing YouTube at the moment. Hello! Now you should be able to see my Roblox character. Hello there. I am doing a random voice. I have no idea why. Are we live, YouTube? Is YouTube running us live? I believe it is. Lovely. We are nice and smooth, it seems. Hello. Alright. Grab that. That's running over there. That's lovely. And let's grab that. Move that over there. Hello, Joshua. I saw Nick, and I saw Commodore. I know they are in the game. I hopped on SCR, and I have never seen two people join my game that quick. So, I know they're probably in the server. I have no idea where they're at. I have no idea whether they are going to end up just rocking up next to me. I'm at Terminal 2. I'm in Manchester, apparently. And we are... Are we in here? Are they driving? Pickle's driving. There's Nick. There's Commodore. So they are here. No idea whether they're going to show up. Right. 2.4 day, apparently. Apparently we're getting SCR 2.4. At least a trailer. So that's what we're here to watch. Until then, we're here. We're chatting. I have no idea what Nick is doing. But the sun is behind me. If Nick would like to come over to Terminal 2 and stand next to my character, they are perfectly welcome to do so. If you can also get in the server, you're also allowed to do that. I've never done one of these before. I'm used to my live streams being somewhat organised. This isn't organised. This is never organised. We're here. We're at Terminal 2. And there's Nick. Nick's just in the street. Let me make sure I'm not on my thing. Quality, max, yeah. Lovely. Hey. So, we're here. We're walking about it. Rowan's here as well. Everybody's hopping on. Apparently everybody's hopping on. I have no idea how many people are watching this stream, but I will say this now. We're doing this as a live reaction. I'll obviously do a video about the actual sneak peek if it doesn't drop today. Because knowing SCR, there is a high chance that the sneak peek drops either tonight or over the weekend. It is awfully suspicious that they've dropped the trailer on a Friday. Where, and this is the thing as well, the UK schools, more specifically like high schools and everything, they go back to school next week, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, they go back to school next week. So I have a feeling SCR is wanting to get the... I have a feeling SCR is wanting to get the update out before everybody goes back to school at least. I think college may also start. I know unis don't start until near the end of September, because I'm going uni, but that's that. But whilst we are here, I can get... Hey, we got Rowan. Rowan's on the left, Nick's on the right. Indeed you are, Woody. Indeed you are. Let me get this up. There, right. I want this up because then I can check for announcements. So what I'm going to do is I'll in fact, just for now, put display capture on. Just get Windows 10, this, capture cursor, off. There we go. So, if I go to SCR, let's go through these sneak peeks then. Because we started here. Obviously, we know this sneak peek. It's the one where... oh hey, door panel. I mean, awfully suspicious. Sure, it could just be an Adventurer remesh, and they are just trying to troll us a little bit here. But I wouldn't think that. But obviously, you can't see the tracks in this. Although, when you look at the ballast looks the same. At least that's the way I'm looking at it. Then obviously, class 144. Obviously, Ether did this video. That's class 144, 3-car variant, 2-car variant. Pacer doors hopefully work in the update, because we know what the Pacer doors have been like then. Yep, this is the big one. Adventlers. We got the Adventlers. Edgemead is... This was my first video, actually. Astro did this. Astro did this one. Which obviously you can find the videos on our YouTube page. Then Ether did this one, class 144051. This is obviously Esterfield, and that is going towards Benton, as you can see, Benton. Version 2.4. Once again, no tracks. Gotta love it. Then Edgemead is untouched, and then obviously the remeshed Adventlers. We already knew the 720 from the first sneak peek at West Wyvern. Then this is a class 710. Obviously going to Airport Central, which, in fact, I will check it in a moment. Obviously, absolutely beautiful remeshed class 71. Class 91. With, obviously, coaches. And you'll have the DVT, yada yada yada, lovely jubbly. Well, that's the DVT, the actual thing's at the other end. I need to get better at my East Coast mainline stuff. I'm too northwestern for this. However, Manchester on the other hand, I will take Manchester once again, of course, at the lovely Manchester Airport, which we're currently at. But obviously, Manchester Airport, no trams. No trams. Unlike real life, but obviously this is a class 170. And this is the thing, people may not realise it, because I did the wrong voiceover in this video. The image which I got, which it doesn't really change much because the cabs are identical. The image which I got, which matches this, was from a class 357. So, I think it's safe to say. Also, this DRA really does make you think, like, functional DRA. If we're getting, this is the thing, if we're getting functional DRA, that makes you think they've got to be redoing the driving system. But obviously that could just be a whole load of me talking absolute nonsense. Then you've got 170, obviously, props to Clumsy for noticing that, because I didn't initially. Better little things on the doors, guard panels, and then obviously you have got the brand new buffers, which, yay, no tracks again. And now this is the one which I didn't have time to do a video on. Hello, class 93. That's a 93, you can tell by the handlebars. I bet they're going to replace the Siemens thing with SCR logo. Lovely. Then, Scotland! Obviously, class 380. Very popular in Scotland. Very popular over and up in Scotland. So that's up in the Scotland area. So that's a remeshed. Also, this is Stockport. I know that other people were losing their minds about this. So this is Stockport. Everybody who has been watching SCR YouTube for a while knows that there is a certain other SCR YouTuber who loves Stockport. So that's Stockport. That's being upgraded. But then, now this is the thing with the 93. What coach variants are we going to get? And are we getting a remesh class 68? Or is this replacing the 68? Because this is one thing that, this may just be a personal thing. I absolutely hate we've got the Mark III coaches with 2 locomotives with the class 68. It's more like Finsbury. That may be true. To be fair, it's kind of hard to tell with just this image. If the update drops tonight, I'll keep on streaming for like half an hour after the trailer finishes to see if the update drops. But yeah, class 93, because you can tell by the handlebars, they're on the side. But I don't like the fact that we have the 93, that we have the 68, but we don't have Mark 5A, but we don't have Mark 5A coaches. Like, the Mark 5s are very much in use now. Obviously, they run on TransPennine Express. They actually ran on the Scarborough route for quite a while. So we could get the Mark 5s, which I would think would make more sense, especially considering what we know. Well, like the 68, surely we're getting DVTs. We've had the 91 come in. That's a DVT. So why wouldn't we have the Mark 5 DVT come in? Yeah, sure. It's a little bit more complicated with the front, but let's be real, when you actually think about it, it's basically just a 380. It's basically just a class 380 with the gangway cut off and the little areas cut off. Yeah, they're ran on TransPennine Express, but they're now on Chiltern. So they're on Chiltern now. So that's where they are running currently. They haven't had the best reviews on Chiltern, but it's just one of those things that Chiltern has to deal with, considering that it is technically a diesel line. There is no electric on Chiltern, from my knowledge. So that's the downside for Chiltern. But the 68 plus Mark 5s does make sense. It gives them more capacity. And kind of newer rolling stock. Sure, the 68s aren't the best, but there's a reason why they're used everywhere. There's a reason why they're used on the nuclear waste trains. It was just the Mark 5A. It was just the Mark 5s that were causing issues for TPE, and that's down to maintenance, I believe, because there was cracks forming. As yep, we see him in the background. Hello, we see the doomed walker in the background, just chilling in the greenery, slowly making their way closer. Alrighty. So 67/91s of Mark 5 HST, Mark 3s, Mark 5 or 2 is possible because 93 is meant to do tours. Well, that's the thing. The 93 was supposed to be an open access operator in Scotland. They were supposed to be used on an open access operator in Scotland, but that ended up going through. That ended up falling through, so that's the unfortunate part to it. But I believe it do be the time. I may disconnect from the server I may disconnect from the SCR server, but a train has just pulled in. A train has just pulled into Terminal 2. But we've got a trailer to watch. So let's watch that. YouTube chat is already over there. Just YouTube. I mean, the trailers don't drop like the updates. Either coming on the day or in like a week of version 2.4 is either small or there's loads of stuff they haven't spoiled. I think it's this. This is just on the trailer. I do think it's this, but that's just my personal opinion. Here we go. We have got a trailer to watch. Chat, let me know how the audio is sounding and if we are leveled correctly. Obviously, I do think we are going to get a little bit of playback on my microphone. I've turned my volume down. But let me know how the audio sounds, if we're working alright. Because we've got a trailer to watch for version 2.4 of SCR. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe choose the default premiere. Here we go. Version 2.4 of SCR. At least a trailer. Okay, they're adding ticketing. Okay, straight away. Okay. Straight away, tickets. They're redoing everything. Watch it. That is beautiful. Woo! That is a beautiful climb by. That's a beautiful climb by the sea. Absolutely wonderful for London King's Cross. Yep, functional guard panels. Yep, guarding has changed. And yep, they've added ticketing systems. Is that my... Have they remeshed the Civity? 710, 7... I'm gonna have to go frame by frame after this. Changes coming. Okay, tickets. We're getting it in August. So we're getting it this weekend. We are getting it this weekend. Because it's the 1st of September on Monday. No, Tuesday, I think. Right, then. So let's check on here. Is anybody typing? Toby is online. But we don't see anything right now. I am going to move that up there. Right, let's go through this then. That's a sneak peek. Let's make our way through this then. Because we have got a trailer to deal with. I definitely missed some things, but instantly opens up with Stepford and rail cards as well. So Stepford and Lynn rail card. 29th. I think that is our release date. I have a feeling we got remesh tracks. Indeed we did. So much was happening that I completely missed the remesh tracks. But it does make sense. It's full on change. I think we all knew. I think that's the reason why I didn't overreact. I think I knew that we were getting brand new tracks. It was kind of obvious. But that says 29th of August. And today is the 28th. Yeah. Alright, so off-peak, this could actually give us a lot more detail. What if we scan the QR code, whatever the code is? Where is my phone? I don't think it will do anything, but I will test it for you. Wherever I put my phone. I don't know where I put my phone. No, well, SCR is based in the UK. SCR is based in the UK, but, like, power-ups changes coming. £2.40. Off-peak day single. It's an off-peak, which I will, in fact, let me pull this up real quick. Let me minimize this, actually. I can check this. Yeah. Yeah, general off-peak train times on weekdays typically start at 9:30 in major cities and 9 o'clock elsewhere, running through the middle of the day and after 7 o'clock in the evening. So, I don't think it's either, because it's 8 o'clock right now. I'm going to check Discord again. Still nothing in the Discord. It could release it. Yeah. Yeah. AI passengers as well. This is the thing. I'm not the best reactor, because I'm usually quieter when I do my reactions. I did ask... I'll be real. I did ask Astro. I did ask Astro. But Astro is across the world and sleeping. So I was the one who had to do this. So off-peak day single, that gives us like 12. Valid for one journey, power up. £2.40. Maybe it could be £2.40. Stepford County Railway. Obviously, we know this. Everything you know. This reminds me of the 1.0 trailer. King's Cross. We know lovely King's Cross. Amazing scenery upgrade. Astro is... I am not saying where Astro lives. All change. King's Cross. They got the King's Cross pigeons! Amazing attention to detail. They got the pigeons. Door closing. So, yeah. Remesh 710. There's your remesh tracks. We could get another badge because of the pigeon. Who knows? This is, I believe that's a 710. Remeshed. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait. Yo, Nick, are you still in the server? In fact, while we are here, I'm gonna do something. Because I want to test this, actually. Because to me... that doesn't look like the normal... that doesn't look like the normal one. That does not look like... you didn't see the pigeons on the first go. No, I was too busy focusing on the absolute beautiful scenery. Where is it? 345. Why did they put it at the top? Hampton Argate. I want to test this here. Because the 345 in real life aren't 7 coaches. They're 9 coaches, I believe. And we know the platform that was on. That was on platform 2 or either platform 2 or platform 3. This is why we do things live. What about that unknown train in the sneak peek? Oh, that was a 93. They're 9 and 7. Yeah, exactly. We've got the 7 car variant at the moment, so I want to pull the train in. If I don't eat the buffers, which if I do, then oopsies. We're getting put on platform 4 for some reason. Try not to speed Lex. But yeah, they're exact same length, so... God forbid, all I'm going to say to that comment in the thing is... all I'm going to say to that is... a train game's a train game. SCR, it's going to sound really harsh when I say this. But you can only do... SCR can't expand. The only way SCR can expand now, with the limitations that they've currently got with the map, is by doing more Metro, and that's via Southgate. Because the map is that big. I'm not spinning the train round, Rowan. Yeah, it's a competition at the end of the day. They are both trying to compete with each other. Yeah, like, personally for me, I don't have a bias towards either. I almost ate the buffers there. I don't have a bias towards either. I know people are allowed to like the game that they want, but at the end of the day, SCR isn't dying. Sure, it's got less players, but it's not dead. When the update comes out, it will skyrocket in numbers again because it's a new update. Yeah, we're getting 9. Yeah, look at that. 9 car. We're getting 9 car, 100%. We're getting the 9 car 345. Yeah, because look how close that is to the edge. Right, so I'm going to bring my thing back to Terminal 2. And then we'll get back into the thing. SCR. Right, all I'm going to say is this is a SCR. I'm going to put a bit of groundwork in here. All I'm going to say, we'll talk about the SCR update. If we're going to compare it to BR, then compare it to BR, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. Because it's SCR at the end of the day. It's its own thing. That may sound harsh, but it is the way with things currently. I want YouTube open and display capture off. There we go. Once I've got through the video, Nick. Once I've got through this video. Did I accidentally just... Yeah, I turned the display capture back on. There we go. That's a 365. Where does that say? Wait. Stepford. Oh, wait, no. That says Whitney Green. And I've accidentally just zoomed everything in by accident. Reset. There we go. Either way, you were at Terminal 2, not Hampton Hargate. I know. Oh, wait, yeah. That was Hampton Hargate. I'm an idiot. That's Terminal 2, Hampton Hargate. I'm pretty sure they don't fit in there anyway. It's getting late, I'll be real, so if I make mistakes, don't shoot me, please. We'll find out when the update drops at the end of the day. This is all just purely speculation at the moment. But yeah, functional guard panels. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. First class. Door open. Absolutely lovely. Hello, AI passengers. Either they're AI passengers or they're just going to teleport into it. Look at the amount of people in that. Benton. Okay, that's a slow... I'm not the only... right, I'm not the only one. Yeah, all good. I was just confused because you said you were comparing Hampton Hargate and you went to Terminal 2. Now, I'll be real. I thought the image was Terminal 2. I've got too much of a Manchester mind right now. Speaking of Manchester, I'm not the only one seeing this, right? No. Right, no. I need to check the game model. But... is it me? Or is that... well, yeah, what station is this? Is this... okay, this might be North Shore, but why is there a bay platform? Wait. Yeah, where is this? This... huh. Right, I'm Go back. Right, I'm not the only one tripping, though. That's a... Have they remeshed Massivity? New North Shore, yeah. It looks like it. Why is there a bay platform at North Shore? Can we talk about that? Why is there a bay platform at North Shore in between platform 3 and 4? North Shore Termini, I guess. But it didn't have a platform number. Like, look. There's no platform. Oh, no, okay. It's just a hole in the track. No, okay, no, that's... Oh, that's... It shows full station later on, okay. Yeah, Am I tripping, or is that a remesh class 331? That's a remesh class 3... That's a remesh. Why am I on 720? I want... 10... That's also a reworked West Wyvern curve, I think. No, or is that actually, no, is that after Starry Lock also? Is that an island in the background? In the sunset? I'm not the only one that sees that, right? Unless that's like Lynn. And like we're going a lot further. But that's a 331. Let me... Hey, we got the crew. We got the crew here. Yeah, right. Double 331 makes sense because the double 331 does run here. I want to have a look at my 331. So connect 331-0. I need to grab my game. Why does it not want to grab Roblox? Hello? There we go. Yeah. It's hard to... Where's somewhere that'll be quiet? Where's Willowfield? Willowfield's always quiet. Going towards Beachley, because nobody ever goes that way. Yeah, that's a remeshed 331, isn't it? They've remeshed a 331. It's hard... I really dislike this UI panel. But that looks like a remeshed 331. This is obviously the 3-car unit, but that means we're getting a normal variant of the 4-car unit as well, because that was very much a 4-car unit previously. Yeah, definitely remeshed. Which I like. Astro is asleep, but Astro can back me up here. I have wanted my Civity remeshes for ages. By the way, that's a 4-car 331. So we've got the normal... Whoa! No, that is not... Wait. Hold on. Remesh and double unit makes sense. They run the double units on... They run the double units in real life, especially along the Blackpool branch until the 332 got brought in, so... It makes a lot of sense for him to bring it in. As I'm gonna mute my game here, because I don't know if I'm getting mic playback. But, so we got the Civity remesh, which, if they've remeshed a 331, they've most likely remeshed the class 2, they've remeshed a thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Good old remesh of the event. Yeah. Remesh of the eventler. Remesh. Oh, hello. Oh, my golly goodness. We're getting a DVT-68. YouTube back up. We're getting a remesh 68. I'm pretty sure Are those Mark 5s? It's either they've increased the carriage amount or those are Mark 5s. Right, going right to left. So, oh! Oh, wait, what? I'm trying to tell from here. Right, so this is not... That's... Why? Why? Unless they're adding more distance between North Shore and Clinton. But I don't get why they would do that. Why would they do that is the question. Because this is definitely North Shore. By the way, just pointing out, look in the background. Look in the background, by the way. It's not really best, but do you notice something? You notice that little gantry? That's a port. How long is that 68? From what I can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah. To add a new branch? Maybe. Maybe. Fill that screen. But there's a port over there. Double 2, 2, 1. Wait, trying to catch it. Trying to catch... Damn it! I need to... Somebody remind me what's the keybind to go frame by frame. Trying to remember what the keybind is. Because I'm trying to tell. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna... See, it looks like it goes right at the end. Does it? Oh, wait, yeah, is that... That would make no sense, though. That is really weird. Ah. Okay, thank you. I haven't done this for ages. Right, we're going frame by frame here. So that is... Trying to go back here. I'm pretty sure that's the 7... Right, so going left from right. Wait, is that... Okay. Right, go back, go back, go back, go back. This is why we do live streams instead of videos, because then we can get the chunky stuff out the way. Wait, are we running... Because that 68 was not running... Are we on up, up, down, down, up, up? Or, wait, no, are we getting 6-track? Yeah, that's all... Oh, wait, yeah. Good catch, actually. Yeah, this is Esterfield. Why is... Why is Express at Esterfield? Express? Just rename cross country at this point. Why are they at Esther? Why? Right, right. The only way... I don't know how big the delay is. It might be like 30 seconds. The only way I see this making sense, and it will sound crazy, the only way I see this making sense is if we're getting a connection from Esterfield to Leighton. That's the only way I see this making sense, because they already did Express to Newry. Why now Esterfield? Because, simple answer, Express is less like Express nowadays and more like cross-country. Express is SCR's cross-country. Even though Stepford Connect exists, but, you know. So Esterfield's operated by Waterline. The buffers are still here at Esterfield. Yeah. So this is the last frame at Esterfield. Yeah, the only way I see this making sense is if we're getting an extension from Lynn. Or they're doing, for some reason, an express from Newry to... For some reason, they're doing an express from Newry to... whatchamacallit? Newry to Esterfield, which, at that point, just let Waterline do it. It makes more sense. What's that Connect doing there as well? That's my point. I believe it's... I believe it... So I can save the sliver of hope I have that we won't have Connect and Express going by Rosedale Village. And we won't... By the way, that's a 170. That's a 170. And if we're going by real life terms, that train is not allowed to run at James Street. Because James Street, and to be fair, technically also Farley and Airport West, are underground stations. Yes, you can drive express trains there, but if we're going on a realistic manner, which, let's be real, SCR isn't exactly realistic right now. It will be a bit more realistic when this update drops, but still. The only way I see... The sliver of hope that I have is that this is from Leighton. And they're maybe extending more around Leighton, which I hope to goodness that they then also updated the timetable around Leighton. Because 1 minute to Leighton West from Leighton City is absolutely atrocious. Right, North Shore. So, left-hand side, that's a 720. We've got a 156 in a bay platform for some unknown reason. Have they remeshed the 800? Have they remeshed the 800? Have they given it another one? It's going frame by frame. 720's pulling out there. Oh, they still kept the loco on the 68. The 68 still has loco both ends. You can see the loco just about appear. Yeah, exactly. The cab wasn't accessible of a Class 800 before the update, so I believe... It's hard to tell from this angle, but I believe that's a remeshed Class 800. A remeshed ATX. then obviously we've got that. It is still slamming doors, but it looks like they remeshed the coaches on the 68. It's hard to tell. It might be a DVT. But I don't think it is. I do still think it's a loco on either end. By the way, that's a... Is that a side? Yeah, that go... Remesh North Shore. Hello. Hello, little... Hello, little Enviro 200. Once again. Unless the 68 is the 93/99. No, that's a class 68. That right there is a class 68. I do think. Hold on. This is the perks of having certain things. And I can't access my Canva. Yeah. This fire is actually... This trailer is actually fire. But we got remesh tracks. Yeah, it's awfully suspicious. That's a new siding, by the way, at North Shore. You can see the line there. Link to Stepford Bay. Goodness, no. And yeah, I'm confident this is a... Revenue inspectors? I caught the colour. I wasn't able to catch the word on it. By the way, what's the top left train? I can't figure it out. That's the new Class 720, I believe. Half an hour analysing this one clip. Are we in English class? Yes! Yes, we are. Now, I'm pretty sure it's the 720. Revenue inspector, apparently, with... Once again, the most basic hairline possible. It's hard to tell the text. And there's nothing past here, is there? Yeah. Right, August 2026. It says train manager. Oh! Yeah, August 2026, and then if we go back to the start... Off-peak day single, valid for one journey, power up. Changes that... 29/08/26. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Unless you're already in tomorrow, but in the UK, it's an off-peak day single. Off-peak day single for the 29th of August 2026, which most likely means it's either from 9 AM onwards, or it's from 12 o'clock onwards. That was a class 345 in the last clip. Yeah, that was a class 345. We already saw the 345 in the trailer earlier. Hello again, Pigeon. If you don't know King's Cross Pigeon Law, look up King's Cross Pigeon Law. That is a beautiful King's Cross station. Still, no Willowfield. Imagine it releases at midnight. I will say it right now. If it releases at midnight, I'm making Astro stream it. I am not streaming at midnight. If it releases at midnight, that's Astro's job. I'm supposed to be in retirement. Midnight would be the 29th, yeah. The lag at Lynn is going to get so real. That's the thing, though. The lag at Lynn may actually get better. Because even though it's technically remeshed... Didn't Terminal 2 change, or did I miss info from another video? This is... I'm an idiot. This is Hampton Hargate. Yeah, by the way, yeah, that's a 9-car unit. I don't know why I needed to check this. This is a 9-car unit, because it's at the marker. It's past this current marker, which you can see is 8. That's the 9. That's the HST, obviously, 800s. That's a 9-car class 345. Now that I go back, that is a lot easier to tell. Whoo, that is... We got bins! We've got bins! SCR's finally recycling! Also, just me or those platforms are a lot wider. It says on the ticket 2908 2400 in time-wise. Let's go back to the ticket. We've gone through this ticket so many times. By the way, has anybody scanned this QR code? I couldn't find my phone, so I haven't scanned it. Has anybody checked it? See if it actually... See if it actually leads to anything. It probably doesn't. Now we need door noises. It's just door beeps. Very true. Right, you know what? Nick, are you still there? Because if anybody is in the SOTR Discord, I'm going to hop in a VC. And then we can have a community discussion about this. I'm just going to hop in voice chat. No website came up. Fair. Right, I'm in VC. And of course, if you haven't already, join the Discord server. QR code leads to a message that says this is an Easter egg. There's your Discord link. I'm in a VC. Rowan is here. Hello. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I need to turn audio on. Audio input capture. Audio output capture. That's what we want. From that to that. Hello. Can anybody who wants to speak testy for me?
1 2 can you hear me? Over.
Hey, we can. Lovely. I should have got that set up beforehand, but we didn't. Right. SOTR VC. What do we think of this trailer? I'm not very good at these. I need to get better at making these reaction live streams.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we still live?
We are still live.
Oh, hey guys. I'm a bit speechless, but I don't know what to say. Connect and Express to Esterfield is a bit wow.
Yeah, I'm running on the hope that that is an extension from Leighton and not from Benton.
I think we all can agree that Toby's on a scope pain again.
Here we go. Somebody just said in chat, guys, 7 PM UK. It's already gone past 7 PM. So I don't think it's going to be that. So new buffers, new AI passengers, upgrades to 3 stations, various train remeshes, 2 new trains, remesh tracks, and express and connect to Esterfield.
So there will be a new branch from Leighton that goes to Esterfield?
I don't know. That's what I'm hoping. Because even though I love SCR, you're great. I cannot have Express and Connect running on the Esterfield line. if it's going to go through Rosedale and James Street, especially James Street and Farley.
I don't know, but I have like a thought that the new extension could also be served like by water line, but in between Benton and Leighton there could be like an intermediate station where a water line would terminate.
It wouldn't make sense for Waterline if they will be running at the same branch.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's gotta be... Like, when you think about it, with how close Esterfield is to Water Newton... Yeah, but, this is my Manchester mind thinking. This just popped into my head. This is the thing. Leighton, even though it's in the ground... Look at sneak peeks in SCR Discord server. Let me grab this up. SCR... Up, hey, up. Okay, right, this is from Runwood. So, let me grab this up, display capture for you, lovelies. Hi all, thanks for joining us for a little box coming in version 2.4.0. Hopefully you're excited to see the end result of what we've been up to last together. For those who are particularly eagle-eyed and noticed the Aztec code was scannable, I can see a number of people who have now submitted a ticket, so that race is over, and I'll be in touch over the next few days. If you haven't made one, please do not make any more tickets about it. Oh! Well, that's new.
Okay, but what was like in the ticket?
No idea.
I mean, I tried scanning it earlier, it didn't work.
Oh! Okay. Right, congrats, you found an Easter egg. Have you spotted them all? First person to create a ticket on Discord, yada yada yada, addresses the COS referring to this gets a prize. Okay, so somebody's got a prize. Whatever that prize is, we don't know. Okay, yeah, but 2A0826. Time of travel off peak. 240. When the ticket is scanned, it says. I did scan it. It worked once. The code of the QR ticket is an Aztec code and no QR code.
What does the off-peak mean?
Aztec code basically means... Good question. I have no idea. I have 0... Early access. Oh, imagine that is what it is. Imagine that's what the prize is. Early access to SCR version 2.4. I should have been quicker. I should have been quicker. Early access on Stepford on the Rails. Damn it. Right, but yeah, off. I'm confident. It's got to be midday tomorrow, surely. It's either midnight or midday tomorrow.
Yeah, it's coming
You shoot
tomorrow.
me in the head because by your midnight UK time, it's already 1 a.m. for me.
When it's midnight in the UK, it's midnight in SCR.
Yeah, but I ain't staying up until 1 a.m. for this update.
I am. Whitney Green. Free. Everything. This is the thing. This is the thing that they're not showing. Where's the free?
Why do I hear audio loops?
Good question. Who are we audio looping? Because I also hear it. Oh,
Okay, it was Ether.
Right, so, this is the thing. Where's my fishbowl? Because if we're getting functional guard panels, everything's got to be remeshed. Where is my fishbowl? I sound like a proper northerner saying that. Where's my fish bowls? Where's my 3-3-3s and my 3-3-2s? I've already got my civities remeshed. I'm happy with that.
Your fish bowls are hiding somewhere.
Exactly. Where's my fish bowls? Somebody find the fish bowls. Unless they've removed the fish bowls. And if there is, and if they have removed the fish bowls, there's going to be an uproar in Bradford.
I sound like a proper Northerner saying, where's my fish bowls? Where's my free threes and my free twos? I've already got facilities remeshed. I'm happy with that.
I can hear somebody watching the video in the background, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, somebody just saying in chat, fishbowl get removed. You're getting them in Train Sim World, so greedy, lol. Only joking. Right, in my defense, the 3-3-1 I'm getting in Train Sim World, I ain't getting the 3-3-3. I ain't getting my fishbowl in Train Sim World because I ain't paying the price for a deluxe. Because I ain't paying the price for the deluxe edition.
Yeah, that's me.
Anywho's,